All right, so have you ever like stopped and thought about just how huge the universe is?
Yeah.
It's like, what if, man, this is wild. What if there are just like infinite versions of you out there
Oh,
and they're all living slightly different lives than you?
yeah. That's
Makes you think.
it really does. It's a big question.
So we're going to dive deep into that today, and I've got you here to help me with that.
Happy to help, yeah.
We're asking, is the universe infinite or finite?
The age-old question.
It's a really good one. And we've got this amazing article we're diving into. It breaks down all the science, all the philosophy behind this.
It's a fascinating read.
So
Yeah.
get ready for some aha moments.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of those. I mean, this is a question that just pushes the boundaries of everything we know, you know?
It does.
And I think a good place to start is with like what we can actually see, right?
Yeah.
So the observable universe,
Okay.
that's a sphere with a radius of about 93 billion light years.
93 billion light years.
Yeah.
That's already, my brain can't even handle that number.
It's a big one. Yeah.
So that's not even the whole universe.
No, that's just the distance that light has been able to travel to us
Right.
since the Big Bang.
Okay.
So there's probably a lot more universe beyond that,
Mm-hmm.
but the light just hasn't had enough time to reach us yet.
So it's like we're looking at a baby picture
Yeah, exactly.
of the universe.
Exactly.
93 billion light years is a baby picture.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how do scientists even begin to try to figure out if the whole thing goes on forever? What are they looking for?
Well, that's where it gets kind of tricky.
Yeah.
It's the idea of the curvature of space-time.
Okay.
And it's not like, looking at a curved object from the outside. It's
Right,
like,
right.
imagine an ant, right?
Mm-hmm.
An ant crawling on a balloon.
Yeah.
It can't see the curve of the balloon,
Right.
but it can measure, like, the angles of triangles that it draws on the surface, right?
Okay.
To figure out, wait a minute, am I on a flat thing or a curved thing?
So scientists are basically doing a cosmic version of that ant experiment.
Exactly, exactly. They're measuring the curvature within space-time itself.
I see.
And so, based on those measurements, there are a few possibilities.
Okay.
It could be flat, it could be closed like a sphere, or it could be open like a saddle. Just keeps extending,
Oh, okay, hold on. Back up for a second because my brain's trying to catch up.
Sure.
We can't see the shape of the universe from the outside.
Right.
Instead, scientists are looking at the fabric of space-time itself,
Yeah.
and they're seeing like, okay, what's going on in here?
Yeah.
And from there, they can kind of get an idea
Yeah, make some inferences.
of the shape of the universe.
Yeah.
And we still don't know.
We don't know for sure, no.
That's kind of exciting.
It is, absolutely.
We just don't know.
There's still so much mystery out there.
So we've talked about the universe expanding.
You're right.
How can something that's already infinite expand?
That's a good question, yeah.
It already goes on forever, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a concept called Hilbert's Hotel.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
I don't think so.
So imagine a hotel with an infinite number of rooms,
Okay.
and all of the rooms are full.
Uh-huh.
Now a new guest arrives.
Right.
Could they make room for that guest?
Well, if it's truly infinite,
Right.
then maybe you could just shift everybody down a room.
Exactly. You can always make room for one more guest, even in a hotel with infinite rooms.
Yeah.
So it illustrates how even an infinite space can still expand.
That is so wild. Okay, so this is where I really start to geek out about this whole topic.
Okay.
The article mentions that, okay, if the universe is infinite, right?
Yeah.
There could be infinite versions of everything,
Mm-hmm.
including us.
That's right. Yeah.
So like every possible thing.
Infinite possibilities.
Infinite possibilities. What does that mean for our choices? What does that mean for who we are?
That's a big question. Yeah.
It's like every path we don't take is being taken by another version of us.
Yeah. It's a profound thought, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot.
And I think, this is where we start to move from the science into
Yeah.
the philosophy.
Yeah.
What does it mean for free will, for individuality, if there are infinite versions of ourselves out there making different choices?
Yeah, we may never be able to actually prove that the universe is infinite.
Right.
But just the possibility, just knowing that it's a possibility, it changes how you think about reality.
Absolutely. And it really pushes us to think about the limits of our understanding,
Yeah.
because the concept of infinity, it challenges our brains.
Yeah, it does. It's too big.
It's too big. It's too big for us to grasp.
So how are scientists looking for evidence of infinity?
So one way they're doing that is by looking for repeating patterns
Okay.
in the cosmic microwave background radiation,
Okay.
which is also known as the CMB.
Got it.
And this radiation, it's basically the afterglow of the Big Bang.
Okay.
So if the universe were finite and it was curved in a specific way, we might see these patterns repeating, right?
I see. Yeah.
But so far, they haven't found any.
So the search
The
continues.
search continues.
So we've gone through all this information. What are your thoughts? Infinite or finite universe?
You know, it's such a tough question,
It is.
and we just don't have a definitive answer.
Hmm.
I think the beauty of it is that even just thinking about these possibilities, even just contemplating it,
Yeah.
changes how we see ourselves in the cosmos.
Yeah. Makes you feel really small.
It does. But it also makes you realize how much is still out there to discover.
Exactly. This whole conversation has, like, shifted my perspective a little bit.
I'm glad.
Even if we never know for sure, the possibility of an infinite universe, it's just awe-inspiring.
It is. It really is. It just shows you how much we don't know.
Exactly. There's always more to explore. There's always more to learn.
Always.
This is just the beginning of the rabbit hole.
That's for sure.